Greetings, my human friends. This is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien again. In the last video I spoke about beliefs. Many of you are believers of so many different things. You believe in a God, you believe in freedom of the press, you believe in a political system, a system where people are making decisions for you, where you believe this is a good woman or this is a good man, and they're doing everything possible to make life more easy and comfortable for us. Well, all of this, as I said before, is based on believing. And believing is based on that what is being told to you from the first day of your life. Now, we have seen the President of the United States, in this case Donald Trump, being silenced worldwide. What he is saying is not supposed to be heard by you. And if you have been believing before what Donald Trump said, and you might even be somebody who has a sympathy for this man who is still president of the United States, well, this is over now. You will not hear or see of him. And there are groups, small groups of media owners and decision makers, which are being led by the socialist and even communist Marxist government which is coming in. And they have make you believe that this man is basically not only gone, but in a few years you will not even know that he has existed. Well, has he been a good man, a good politician? Well, you can wonder about that. Certainly he was a self-centered man. Certainly was a man full of emotions. Certainly you always knew what Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, thought. Everybody knew what's up in his head, which is kind of a comfort zone, isn't it? If you have an idea about that, what is truly going on in somebody, it is giving you some kind of reassurance that you are not completely cheated. Now there are people coming into the American presidency and an American government which have beautiful smiles and loving, humane faces, and at the same time they're making sure that whatever you think is going to be in favor for them. These people are making a beautiful, humane face, and as long as you believe in what they say and you do what they say in order for them to have their own profits and powers, as long as you do that, they're going to be good to you. You just have, and there we go again, to believe in what they say. Now, today it's a bit different than 5 or 10 or 20 years ago. Because then, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, you could have a different meaning. You could have all kinds of different opinions. No, these days are over. Media today is focused on the internet, and what is said on the internet worldwide is being controlled by a small group of men and women. And you do believe what is being shown to you, and if you do not believe it or you have a different opinion, you will be cancelled out. Eventually now, starting basically from this year 2021, you will see in the press, in the media, in the internet, only that what is favorable for a small group of people with a big smile on their face, and you do what they want. And if you don't do it, particularly in a time The physical money is going to be erased, and you only have a few numbers in a virtual bank account, also on the internet, of course. If you do not do what they say, if you do not believe that a woman who was a man a week earlier and a man who was a woman a week earlier, that if you don't believe they really have changed physically and mentally and spiritually, then your bank account can be frozen. And if you have the nerve to work against these kind of people who are telling you these weird things, then you might even lose the few virtual non-existing numbers in your bank account altogether. And then you're going to be hungry until you are thankful and happy that your bank account is being opened again because you are in line with the political system again. Very simple. There will be no more real ownership of anything. That's the brave new world they're working on. There will be 500 people who control the world, and you're going to get some numbers in one of their bank accounts, which belongs, of course, to these big internet giants. And as long as you work hard in their favor to make them more powerful and rich, as long as you do that, no matter where you are on planet Earth, you cannot escape anymore. As long as you work in the favor of a handful of these people, you might get some numbers in this virtual bank account, and you actually can buy a beer, but not too much, because also the insurance, the health insurance industry has access to your accounts, and if you drink instead of 2 beer in the evening, maybe 8 or 10, then you will get a message which says, listen, you drink too much. Or listen, you eat too much. That might even inflict some damage on your health. And that will cost us money. So you better limit your drinks to 2 and limit your food intake to 1 portion a day or 2. And then you can keep your phony numbers in your bank account and buy something else. You could, with the money you save when you eat less and drink less, you could buy some nice product on Amazon, for example, because there you can have some fun in buying some gadgets or some new telephone every 3 months, and that money which comes in is going directly in our purse. So this is what the brave new world, this is what these people are fighting for on the streets, the left. They're fighting so hard because they're already getting paid by the brave new world. If you go demonstrating, maybe you get some $20 or something, which these poor souls buy themselves, that absolute necessary what they need. And for that they fight for a political system. As always, as at the Third Reich in Germany, people go on the streets, they fight, beat up people because they get a little bit of extra money for it. Later on, they're going to be the victims themselves. But how can you know if your knowledge, if your mind only reaches to the top of your nose? Dumb people have always been existing. The vast majority of humans are believers, and believers in religion and politics and anything else always have been utterly stupid. And that's, as I said, is the majority, the vast majority of humans. And the elite up there, they are aware of the stupidity of you. And that's why they say, listen, they are not much smarter than a monkey, so we keep them in line, tough. We're going to be tough with them, keeping them in line and having them working as they have worked for the tall white aliens before. So the few of you, the smarter ones, learned from the tall white aliens, and now they do it to their own kind. Have a nice day, Rudolf of Germany.